Put the kids to bed. Dad's home. We are the dWo podcast, representing the Dad World Order. I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
What up?
And he is the perpetual mid-carder and the two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Cephas.
All right, what up, y'all? Fit check, baby. I'm a hugger.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Day 790, by the way.
Old school Bailey shirt. I love it.
Yeah.
She was giving hugs again recently, I saw.
I just hope at WrestleMania we get a wacky waving inflatable arm filling tube friend. That's all I'm saying. At least maybe like a last time. You know what I
feel
mean?
Like that's what I'm wearing right now.
I feel like you're wearing Coraline's jacket and you're about to go see the other mother. She's got buttons for. Oh, that's camel. That's tits.
She does have buttons for eyes.
Yeah.
That's one of Emmy's favorite movies.
It's such a good movie.
Coraline.
And I've met Keith David twice now. It's such a nice
I love him as the cat, dude.
He's so good.
good.
So good. He's so good in everything. I don't know how much you know about his career. You realize he's the dude that Rowdy Piper fights for 14 minutes solid and They Live.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, it's the same guy. The guy that he tries to force to put the glasses on is the voice of the cat from Coraline.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
The more you
That's
know.
a great movie. The Mo You Bow. That's right, baby.
Yeah, man. Look, you guys all got cool shirts on too. I like yours too.
LOD, Stinger.
I can't believe this.
Instead of coming down from the rafters, Mike's coming up from the underground.
Can't believe this is his last match this weekend.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Me and Mike were talking about that before we got on here. Seeing him come down out of the rafters made me feel like a kid again. That was cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was super neat.
He's not going to come from the rafters, is he? Oh, my God.
Dude, so my buddy at work today showed me that video, and he was just like, dude, you see this? I was like, yeah, of course I saw it. Like, you know that I watch this every day. And he was like, I don't know. He was like, it looks, I don't know. That looks kind of dumb, kind of lame, don't you think? And I was like, the man's 63 years old. Like, they're going to make sure he's secure to get down from the rafters. Like, suspend your disbelief for 5 seconds.
I think they did the smart thing. They sent Ric Flair out there first and looked real old and stiff, and then Sting looked like a spring chicken.
I mean, he kind of is. I know our buddy Squig. Shout out to Mr. Ben Evers. He's in the comments every once in a while, but he's going to Squared Circle, and he's going to meet us out there. But he bought the photo op with Sting. And dude, let me tell you, like, you guys know, I love me some Undertaker and some Stone Cold. This guy's number one all-time favorite is Sting. He's going to be crying his eyes out. And if I witness him meet Sting, I'm going to cry my eyes out with him. So it's going to be cool.
And but Sting's the kind of, like, my impression of him is like, he probably makes every interaction with fans, like, especially in an environment like that, like, meaningful.
Yeah. I haven't bought a photo op yet. I almost bought the Hardy Boys, but there's going to be a couple other photo ops that I'm looking forward to. So I'll probably buy one when they officially announce them.
I don't know. You got to pick one, man. With everybody there like that, you got to pick one.
Yeah, and the pro photo ops are neat because you get it signed afterwards. You know what I mean? You get the 8x10 printed out right then and there, and then that person signs it right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, you guys.
What up, Dan?
What up, Dan?
How the heck are you?
Yeah, we. If they do one with Ultimo,
yeah,
I might have.
You said you're gonna.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to. to pick. I think I'm just gonna have to pick one. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be able to do multiple. I'm gonna have to pick my favorite one and just do that one.
We have business to attend to this year. It can't be all fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be Sting, because the first wrestling video game I ever had was WCW versus the World for PlayStation 1. And I played as Sting every single time. And up every single person in that game without realizing how many legends I was beating up on with Sting. Because all the Japanese wrestlers were not by their real names. So, like, I was putting Antonio Inoki in a Scorpion Deathlock like it was nothing without, giving him the proper respect. And, I know I was a kid, but once I found that out as an adult, I was just like,
what up, dude?
Oh my God, that game was awesome.
Yeah, that game is great, man. Every time I think of WCW games, though, the one that's like speaks at my heartstrings is Thunder, because every single character had a little video promo, and I would spend forever on the character select screen, because if you go to each one, they would each have like a reason why you should pick them. And like go over DDP and be like, bang, get with me. You know what I mean? Like just stupid, but it was a little video and I loved it. That's why it sticks so heavy in my memories. I still think though the best one ever was No Mercy. I don't know which one you guys consider your best for pro wrestling game, but No Mercy is.
See, I never had a 64, so I never got to. I would play them at friends' houses.
Yeah.
And I remember No Mercy being pretty awesome. But aside from WCW versus the World, I think it was SmackDown Shut Your Mouth is the one I played the most. And I loved that game so much simply because of the soundtrack.
Was that the one that Rock's on the cover with the...
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's, I think I had that for PS2 maybe?
PS2, yep.
It's crazy, man. You look back then, like...
Still had it.
The gameplay itself is like... It's more fluid. It looks like shit, but it's more fluid in a way.
I tell you what, one of my favorite games of all time was the old WrestleMania arcade game.
Oh,
it was kind of like a, I don't know, like an NBA jam of wrestling. It was
like 16-bit almost.
Yeah.
You talking about the one where like when HBK would hit you with sweet chin music, hearts would fly out of your face, and like when the Undertaker did the tombstone, there was actual tombstones coming up and stuff like that.
And they were like hugely over caricatured and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were Sweatums, Mick Foley.
Yeah. Ridiculous. That's pretty cool. I just realized he was back there.
Oh yeah.
Sweatums. I thought you were talking about
Mike was confused as fuck. Like, what an
odd boy though. Imagine when they pitched that to Mick. All right, Mick. So here's this figure of you, and if we squeeze it, you sweat. Really?
What? Also, you're gonna be jacked. All right.
More jacked than you've ever been
in your life.
I don't know, guys. Show him the figure. I like it.
Here, I'll give you the close up. Yeah.
Absolutely
ripped.
He-Man kind.
Also, shout out to you, Cephas. Thank you for that wonderful gift.
That is a meme waiting to happen. He-Man kind.
I'll work on that.
I was gonna say Mike can cook something up with that for sure.
The one today turned out pretty good, man. We need to go skydiving together. It looks like.
Yeah.
Here's another story that you probably haven't heard from me yet, but I went skydiving when I was younger, and it was
I did too.
Probably the worst experience of my life.
For me, it was awesome, but yet for like a few seconds terrifying, because like I like lost my breath immediately when I jumped out of the plane and like couldn't catch my breath.
Yeah,
and it was like a moment of panic, and then I knew I'd be fine because I knew we were only free falling for 60 seconds, and I enjoyed it.
That's gotta feel like longer though.
Oh yeah, I got video. I'll show it to you guys sometime.
Let me tell you this much: if we do it, there better be a good goddamn reason, and we better be doing it with someone like, I don't know, like Xavier Woods level or higher. Cool, you know what I mean? The dWo and so jump off the plane. All right, whatever.
Do it for charity.
What if it's us three and Elijah all playing guitars on the way down?
I mean, I'm down, but we got to interview him for the 60 seconds. Hey,
Yeah.
so what is it like to?
And that's all the time we have.
Uh,
I'll still get our socials in at the end.
DWO podcast.
At DW _podcast, Facebook at the DWO podcast.
I don't know why that popped in my head either randomly when we were talking about thumbnails earlier. I was just like, I don't know, something, because I was trying to think of something like popular news, but there's nothing like funny in the news. You know what I mean? Everything sucks right now. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Put us in an election or
Yeah.
I mean, we can take out, political ads against each other.
Bro. The three
James Bolser is a damn fool.
That's it. When we get closer towards it, we could do like one with us as at the debate.
Oh, for certain.
Bobby Newport. That's immediately what I think of when you say political ad.
Big rig.
All right, Jerry, relax.
More like average sized rig. This message brought to you by the supporters for Cephas for President.
Cephas for President.
I'm both Cephas, and I support this message.
I approve.
So what do you guys think of this Revolution card? I guess the Meat Madness scramble ended up getting scrapped because I think there were some people that were supposed to be
Keith Lee,
in
maybe?
town that ended up not being in town. So now they're doing the All-Star Scramble.
You know, it's kind of weird to me that they're having that match in AEW, and well, obviously not now because they canceled it. But big meaty men slapping meat is a Big E thing. Big E invented saying that on the fucking New Day podcast, and it's a New Day Big E WWE centered thing, and they're like, "Hey, let's do a match about it." AEW, listen, I normally don't do anything like this. I don't say one way either or not, but sheesh, AEW has been rough lately. So I'm hoping that this card, which is great, makes up for it because I've had a bit of the struggle with some of it. I will say, though, this past Wednesday, like you were saying, Sting and Young Bucks and that whole thing was chef's kiss perfect.
I really like how this whole angle with the Young Bucks and Sting almost has like a cheeky, almost kind of like essence to it. You know what I mean? It's kind of old school in the way that it's, cheesy, but still it's good because they're kind of they're all kind of being over the top. Darby's being Darby, brooding in the corner.
Yeah, the turn and look. That shit drove me crazy. I was like, fucking, come on, y'all.
It's campy. It's campy.
Yeah. Bush's
I like it, though. I mean, I feel like that, but I feel that's kind of like, I don't know. For something in me says that's kind of Sting's influence, though.
Sure, it probably is. I don't know.
You don't think that Tony was like, how do you want this to play out? How do you want the story to be?
I definitely see that, but I don't know. How do you think it's going to end? Do you think Sting ends up on his back at the end, or do you think Sting goes over, or do you think Sting's even a part of the finish? He has to be a part of the finish, right? Whether he gets beat or does the beating.
Yeah, they were debating this on Busted Open. I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but just where does that? Is that going to be the main event? It's kind of the headliner there. But at the same time, it's for the tag team titles. Are you going to let Sting wrestle his last match? And I mean, it's not like an AEW to hold, not unlike AEW to hold a tournament for vacant titles. But I mean, the Young Bucks kind of had this new villainous, authority figure persona to them. So, I mean, a good villainous title run would make sense also. But you don't want to send the fans home on that kind of bitter note.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it, man. I mean, I feel like Sting's probably got to have a lot of input in his last match, so it'll be really funny when whatever happens and people still argue over it when it's like, well, that was what Sting wanted.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
you
as
know,
long as he's happy, man, that's this run AEW run has been absolutely great for him.
oh, so much
Agreed.
fun, dude.
Fans.
It's what I wanted for WWE. I wanted Sting to come back and have this. I'm going to wrestle this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy, and then eventually I'm going to end it at WrestleMania. That's what I wanted. But if it has to be an AEW, so be it. But that makes so much sense for Sting because he was never a WWE guy.
He never was.
Yep.
He never was.
He did his WrestleMania because
Yeah.
he said he always wanted to do a WrestleMania. He did that, and now he's had a hell of a run here, and I love it.
It makes sense, and it's cool to see a career go like this. And I feel like he'll definitely be like Steamboat or Triple or Shawn Michaels, and you're gonna have to get a mighty dollar to get him out of retirement. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be Ric Flair. No offense to Flair, but once Sting's gone, I highly doubt we'll ever see him again in any way, shape, or form as Sting. Steve Borden, sure. Maybe Sting at a signing, sure, but I don't think we'll get Sting.
No, I doubt he'll even be an on-screen character. Like, if anything, he'll just be a backstage, coach, whatever they use him for. Which, you know what? That's what he's probably needed for there. Use a guy that has that kind of mind for this business, and use his mind because he's a genius with it. So what do you got? You think Darby and Sting go over, or you think they lose them to the Bucks?
I feel like the only logical thing for this to make sense to me is I don't necessarily care if they win or I feel like if they win the titles, keep the titles, and then Darby was to turn on Sting, and then Darby's Sting's gone, and Darby's I'm the tag team champions. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I feel like that could be interesting, but at the same time, is that where we got? I don't, you know what I mean? It doesn't make much sense. I don't, you know what I mean?
I never thought of Darby turning on Sting.
You never think of it. But yeah, Darby turning on Sting would give him exceedingly huge heat. He could become one of the top heels. There's not very many top heels in AEW. You know what I mean? So it could. What better way could Sting leave this company than by building a star? The Young Bucks are already built. You know what I mean? The Young Bucks could be in a world title match next week, either one of them individually, and none of us would scoff at it. We might be like, "Oh, the story sucks," but they can be there,
Dude, he definitely probably wants to do that too. As much as he's like publicly come out and saying how much admiration and love he has for Darby Allin, he wants to try to do anything and everything for him that he can.
I was thinking, this just popped into my head. I feel like if anybody can lose their final match and still go over, it'd probably be Sting. Because I feel like they could tell some kind of story, whether it's, Darby's about to get triggered and he jumps in and saves him, or, something like that. Or I don't know. I feel like if anybody can do that, it's probably him. But I don't know. We'll see. That one's definitely up in the air.
I mean, AEW's done, we've been saying this for a while, how they've, really done well at making people look good even in defeat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I definitely think, and I can see this being, as big of a spectacle as this is, I could see maybe some blasts from the past coming out of the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be all kinds of tomfoolery going on, I feel like.
Well, you're going to have Ric Flair at ringside, so.
Yeah. And I mean, he already turned on the Bucks, but, there's always that, that seething rivalry, that they had back in the day.
That's
still,
true.
You know, he is the
He could-
dirtiest player in the game.
He could join the Bucks.
Woo! Yeah.
That would make sense too. That'd be a logical end. Him
Sting's
just
on his
turning
way
on
out.
Sting.
He needs a wagon to hook, a horse to
Yeah.
hook his wagon to.
Bro, that's actually brilliant.
Did a double turn.
That's actually brilliant.
You want to know how good we are at this? Emmy thought we were interviewing Sting and Darby.
That'd be cool.
I wish.
Maybe after we schmuzz with them at the Squared Circle Expo. I'm
Yeah.
shooting every shot possible. We need to make sure we have business cards, even if we fucking print them out and cut them bitches up ourselves.
Oh yeah.
We need to have fresh business cards.
I have to check how much they are again because I don't think they were too bad. I ordered them last time. I really did like those. So Canva did a really good job with those.
They did. Yeah.
I guess I have to find a.
I use Print Place for mine. Like I said, they're pretty tits. You know what
It's
I
pretty
mean?
nice. So,
What do you guys think of this world title match, dude? It's got to be Swerve, right?
It has to be. Revolution is, it's one of their big shows, if you will.
Mhm.
What more of a perfect time? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll tell you one thing. I think the thing I'm most excited about with this is 1 year from now, the crate for All Elite crates will have a poster from this event. And I'm hoping it's a really cool Sting poster.
Oh,
If it
yeah.
is, we can call back to leap year of this year and be like, oh, Cephas called it.
Yep.
that's now dawned on me. How cool is it we get to do a show on leap year?
Yeah.
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 Pretty neat.
We're only going to get a chance to do one of these every 4 years. So
I hope we get to do one. Yeah, we should do one next leap
Yeah.
year, no matter what day it's on.
Yeah, no matter what day it's on, for sure.
makes sense.
Calling our shot.
I
now
mean,
that
this
we'll still
match
be
is
doing
gonna
this.
go so fucking hard, but it's got to be Swerve, man. As much as I love Samoa Joe, we don't need another long title reign.
And
He's done well with it in the time he's had it.
I'm pretty
Swerve,
sure
it's Swerve's time.
I read somewhere they're going to be filming the next season of Twisted Metal. So
He probably needs. Yeah,
he needs some time off. So, let's go ahead. Let's put it on Swerve. Swerve, man, like I said before, he has the fucking swagger of the Undertaker. He's got something to him. He's got allure. He's got phenomness to him. And I like it. Did you guys just get that notification about Instagram?
Yeah,
man?
we're having trouble streaming it.
but I mean,
Oh.
Samoa Joe's been one of those guys historically, especially in the last 10, 15 years, has had troubles with injuries. So I think this far into his AEW run, or at least this championship run, he's been fortunate.
Dude.
He's seasoned. He's been around. So I mean, he's not
Is
quite
there-
as old as like Punk, but he's up there.
Is there anyone more accomplished than him when you really sit down and think about it? All he
Than
did
Joe?
all he did in TNA, all he did in WWE, he wrestled AJ Styles in a main event match at WrestleMania.
His work in Ring of Honor back in the day was
Bro,
Mm.
everything.
Mm.
Everything. What a career. A first ballot Hall of Famer by far. And I got to see him wrestle Kurt Angle in I believe it was like a 30-minute Iron Man match or something, but it was in Cincinnati, and I was just mystified the entire time.
Mhm.
One of my favorite matches I got to see live.
Everything he does, and he's so honestly, his social media posts are some of my favorite things ever. Like, he's not super active on it, but when he does post, it's always hilarious. But anything he does in a ring, man, whether it's on the mic or in the ring, whatever, I love me some Samoa Joe for sure. And I loved Swerve's little poncho punch. That was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is Swerve winning this. And I want Swerve and Hangman to become Rock Austin and just you know what I mean? Just rivalry for the next 3 years. They are the two, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could see it. Like they're dynamic together. They obviously put on great matches. And I think they could do
He
it.
absolutely swung for the fences with that freaking crutch.
Right? Yeah, he went to town with that thing.
But this match is so cool, man. It's like they're all three like they're not none of them are really like faces, like good guys. I mean, I
No.
feel like
They're all
Swerve, if
dicks.
anybody, is closest to that. But I mean, maybe that's just because I'm partial to him. But I guess some would view Hangman, but his recent
Hangman's technically supposed to be the face, but everybody loves Swerve, so it's not going to happen.
but everybody's kind of done like what's that?
I just agreeing. I said because Swerve's got it. He's got the it factor. People see it.
It's like I really hope that they can read the room and like, you know, go with it because I really feel like if they don't, it's going to be one of those kind of acclaim situations where the crowd takes over, and if that doesn't go their way, you know, they'll take over the match.
Yeah.
Damn you.
I could see a really good double turn if they do it right.
God, now I want to go back and watch that match, dude. What was that? All Out 2022? 23?
I'm not sure. I think it was 23.
It's a great match. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think these guys in a triple threat can really tear the house down. There's so many that could steal the show on this card. Dude. But I mean, really the one I think is going to steal the show though is Ospreay Takeshita.
Oh god, yeah.
Those guys are going to blow the roof off the place. Like
we just saw Takeshita not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Did you see? That was very interesting. I feel like they're planting seeds because he came out very chummy-ish and, you know, very.
Oh, he ain't gonna be with Callis for long. No, he's gonna be a baby face like a motherfucker.
Those subtle looks, man. Like that was great, man. Great storytelling on their parts. You know, the nonverbal things they were conducting in the ring was well played.
I wonder how much money Ospreay's making.
Oh, he wrote him a fat check, buddy.
That's what I'm saying, dog. I bet you, like, I have a feeling just knowing the shit I've heard about Tony Khan that Ospreay could have been like, yeah, dude, WWE offered me $500 million a year. And he's like, you know what? 600. Like, that's insane. I bet you he's getting a big bank. I will hear about it.
Well, and for how much he didn't want to move to America either, which I don't know if he has or not, but I think he loved New Japan like a whole lot. So I think that definitely, which I'm sure there were some people in the company that probably helped bring him into like, hey man, you know, you'll like it here. But
it's like
he's one of those signings that's like, all right, this can change the game a little bit with how each week is presented, you know, if they do it right.
And I know he's like known like through like I don't want to say hardcore fans, but he's not like a household name yet. And
not by any means.
Coming to America and being in either AEW or WWE, you're not going to hit that next tier, that next level of superstardom.
Right.
But it ain't going to take long.
No. Hell, people go watch this match. They'll be like, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I think that's going to be the show stealer right there. As much as there, you know, some of these other matches are going to be awesome. That one right there is just, that's going to be the, I can't believe that just happened 17 different times in that match.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Yes. I can't believe they're alive.
Please don't die.
I'm hoping they run that match real close to the FTR BCC match because they're both going to be high octane matches, but on complete different levels.
Yeah. One's going to be athleticism. One's going to be brutality.
Smash mouth. Yeah.
Bro, God, dude. The BCC FTR stuff we've seen the last couple weeks. They lay their shit in so hard.
God, I'm like, Are they mad at each other? Like, is this?
You know, they get together beforehand. Like, we're not pulling punches, right? Okay, go. And
Not
I
at
gotta-
all.
I gotta make this comment publicly, and I'm gonna kick myself for doing it because I'm such a huge fan of him. But I said this in our chat. John Moxley's hairline looks like when Kane took his fucking mask off. You just need to shave your fucking head, bud. It's terrible. I'm sorry, Mr. Moxley. You look like Nicolas Cage and Con Air. You look like Baron Corbin.
Put the bunny
hey, Luke,
back in the box.
relax, baby boy.
Hey, it's
okay?
luscious Luke Larson.
Huh?
Why can't the bunny get put back in the box?
Put the bunny back in the box.
Well, we only got one women's match on the card again. Tony Storm and Deonna Purrazzo. I'm excited for this simply so more people can see how awesome Deonna Purrazzo is. I love Tony Storm, but Deonna Purrazzo is one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet.
It's fantastic.
And they're gonna kill it.
I'm excited. She was so sweet when I met her, when I did the interviews with her and Moose. And every time because she was one of my first in-person interviews, I feel like that's my guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So seeing her out there, I'm like, yep. I showed the wife too. I was like, yep, she's, just main eventing, the women's division.
And this is totally just me wishful thinking. I haven't heard anything, haven't seen anything. But if we get a Jamie Hayter return at Revolution,
please,
I will be so happy.
Want to be drinking the Haterade again, buddy?
I don't know. I don't know where she's at in her healing process. I haven't seen anything, but that'd be pretty cool.
Like, I feel like she's gonna have such a good comeback because there's been times I've forgotten about her.
Oh, dude! As soon as that music hits, though. Oh, so good.
See, that's what keeps me alive with AEW. While I have been having my issues enjoying the whole product, there's shit like that is just like I can't miss it. You know what I mean? They're killing everything. Wrestling right now is so on fire. I've been watching every single week. I've been watching TNA, and TNA for me at this point, it's almost like Revolver Light. It's weird because I just see all these people that I really give a shit about.
It's like the alternate universe of Revolver.
How about seeing Macklin and the Rascals teaming up, and you're just like, hey, I just want to give you all a hug.
You're my buddies.
Revolver Earth 2.
Yeah.
I would love to see Revolver get that level of a stage. Hopefully, with all this talk about different companies signing with different streaming services, how great would it be? One of them's got to sign an indie, sign an indie, and there's only two in my mind that either are respectable, besides Revolver, and both of them already, kind of have their own services. So,
I really think once AEW kind of gets their next deal and gets their streaming deal going, I think then all the other streaming services are going to kind of start chomping at the bit to get their own as well. So whoever lands WWE obviously got Netflix, got them. So somebody else is going to want that, and they're the next best thing to WWE, and then so on down the line. But Revolver's got to be in a conversation pretty high up on that list.
My big thing is I want to see a Revolver video game. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how long it takes.
You just want to be in the crowd in the game.
Yeah, we're gonna be NPCs in the crowd.
Oh, fuck that. We're
getting an NIL deal, dude.
That corner will always have signs in it.
Yeah.
And you can customize that corner to whatever signs you want.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, with how customizable 2K is, we could probably make a Calumet Center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Take the time, just make a whole bunch of Revolver characters.
Dude, early on in the podcast, we had somebody create us in one of the video games.
That's awesome. Hey, look, Luke's smart. Swear for chant. That's what we were just talking
Hell yeah.
about, man. We absolutely. I'm excited for it. I want to see Danhausen featured more prominently. The guy, it kills me to see him like basically beg to wrestle at this point.
That's my problem with them though. It's like there's 3 shows a week, right?
Yeah.
But it feels like it's like not broad enough. You have all these people. It's like you're not splitting it up. It's still the same matches and stories from Wednesday to Saturday night. I feel like I'm getting almost the same show.
Well,
just
when you got
twisted.
like FTR being on Dynamite and Collision 3 weeks in a row, and BCC, and it's taken up a lot of time where you could feature.
Dude, I gotta be honest, man. I could really use a BCC break.
Yeah,
I feel like I love Moxley to death. I mean, but I feel like I've seen so much of the same kind of style match out of them week in and week out that it feels like I almost need like
they're a little
them to
stale.
go on a fishing trip for a little bit or something.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm like you. I love all those guys. But maybe they take a little tour of CMLL in Mexico for a few months.
Honestly, I think that's what makes Roman Reigns' super long reign kind of bearable. People bitch about him not being there, but at least we get breaks without him. It makes it like an attraction. When we get BCC every week, it feels like Jesus Christ, dude. What is this? The Judgment Day for AEW? Like what?
No.
Like I see too much Judgment Day too. Don't get me wrong. I love those guys, but
I did like them stepping up the other night. I liked Damien's reaction to Gunther, but you spoke of sleeper matches, and I actually have one. I think the Christian Cage Daniel Garcia match.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my other ones too. I'm glad you brought that up because Daniel Garcia is going to show out so hard in this match.
Just give it to him, please. Please give it to him.
I don't ever want to see Christian retire.
He's so good. He's so good.
He's beyond good, dude. Like he's
like echelon. The fact that he keeps playing into you have a dead dad, I'm gonna go in on you for it.
You saw that the address he gave him for, do you know such and such Garcia? And at this such and such address, and it was the address to a cemetery where his dad's buried.
That's the thing, man. He knows damn well that us fans are gonna look that shit up. You know what I mean? You mention a phone number or an address in a show, people are gonna look that shit up,
100%.
or they're gonna call that phone number. And I love when it leads to something like that. It makes me happy.
We should definitely do that. Let's get a burner phone and then just and then put a message on the voicemail.
I'm down. We need to get bro. We honestly could do that and get do some have people leave voicemails for the show. Get a throwaway phone, have people call in on the off time and leave voicemails of things they want us to talk about.
The banana phone.
Questions, and we could do every WrestleTalk. We could do the last 10 minutes or so. We could take questions from the
Ask Dad a question.
From the dad phone. Hey, that's a good idea. Look at us fucking, evolving.
Brainstorm on the fly. But yeah, man, Daniel Garcia is. They've got so many good pieces in this company, man. And it's just I really hope that they can kind of focus. But they're still young, and you got to keep that in mind.
What up, Tuss?
Yo,
the homie. I'm with you though. They and that's where we need the BCC break too. There's that's what made AEW so awesome in the first place. Was they had some established people, but man, watching those young guys grow. And I'm not saying the entire card every week on Dynamite needs to be young people, but where they have a random BCC tag match, maybe, one of the younger tag teams or a not as featured tag team gets in there. And I know they're doing like, I don't really get what they're doing with the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, but like the trios titles don't even feel like a thing anymore.
Nope.
Like they felt like a thing when House of Black had them, and now I forget they have them.
I feel like they were made for Kenny and the Bucks, and then it was just kind of like once they were done with their little run with them, it was like, whatever. And
well,
then
there just weren't that many other trios, really.
I was surprised they did it because of that. There's really not that many trios, and at this point, they feel like any other trios that aren't natural are going to feel forced.
Yeah.
But I feel like the fans wanted it, and AEW's, been goaded by the fans to make moves before, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work, and you got to just.
And that's at first it was great, like the best of 7 series with Lucha Bros and Pac, like that was
fantastic, dude. That was great.
amazing. But then House of Black won them. They had a great run with them. I love their house rules things that they had. And then the Acclaimed were the natural successors, but it's like, what have they done since?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just. Oh, while Tussle's here, seeing that Brian Keith has the opportunity to be on the pay-per-view. And as much as he's been featured lately, it wouldn't surprise me a bit for him to get that spot in that scramble match. So yeah. Good things for the big homie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
No Kenny, no MJF, no Hayter, no Britt Baker.
Yep.
I'm telling you, those people start coming back, it'll breathe some life, I think.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, like you said, though, we kind of need that. We need the space without them. So.
Yeah. I mean, because there was a time where, seeing yeah, there you go. I think he gets that pay-per-view spot. They know he is, man.
He's a draw too.
He's been getting a lot of love lately.
He's a draw too, man. If his match is on, I'm not hitting the potty. I tell you that much.
No, he's fantastic. I love me some Brian Keith.
Makes me want to get a poncho. I've never had one in my life, but I feel like with the right type of blanket pattern, I could pull it off.
I actually bought one of those. My kids called them a drug rug.
I've got like 4 or 5 of them.
I love that thing.
You know what we're talking about?
Yes. I don't even know what it's called.
I do because my sister has one. My sister has one, and I remember she wore it over to my parents one time, and my mom was like, "Is that a drug rug?" And I was like, "How do you know that?"
Because their generation invented them.
But dude, if you know my mom, like that's never once would I think that sentence would come out of her mouth. You know what I mean? So it was very funny.
Oh, that's great.
I remember mine. I had one like back in the 90s, and it was made out of like burlap and hate. It was the most uncomfortable thing.
They're still
burlap and hate.
It's like
the one I got now is like actually comfortable and like made from a wonder. I think I actually got it at a flea market.
Is it made out of hemp?
They probably called them drug rugs because they were made out of rugs. We're just sitting here wearing fucking this leftover rug material. What are we gonna do with this? No. Let's make jackets.
But yeah, him talking about that scramble though. So Keith gets the spot, and then is there another?
I wore it.
What's that?
I said I wore it to a Whitey concert, and someone called me Jesus.
Hey,
I said,
"Thank you,
my child."
Yeah,
bro. Side note is fuck. I'm so excited you guys are gonna go to Willie Nelson with me. I literally have nobody.
This is gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I know a lot of people that would like to go to that concert. Actually,
yeah.
I thought I would too.
I don't know what's wrong with you,
dude. Just being able to say I've seen Willie Nelson perform live, that will make me happy.
Dude, it's Willie Nelson and Bob Dylan.
And Bob Dylan, yeah.
John Mellencamp.
The Cougar, baby.
Yeah, no love for the Cougar, man. But it's freaking Willie and Bob Dylan.
Boy.
God, dude. You had Eric Clapton in there. That's like some of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
all at once. That'd be sweet. If I could change the world, I would be the sunlight in your universe.
Yeah. I need to go high. I'll be the Barry Gibb.
You know, that just reminded me. You ever see that SNL skit where Jimmy Fallon plays Barry Gibb?
Absolutely. Him and Timberlake.
And Timberlake is his brother.
Do you guys watch SNL?
No, I don't.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Man, did you watch the Shane Gillis?
Yeah.
So good.
I thought it was great, but his monologue was so fucking weird for me. I was like, is he trying to be kind of
Dude, he can't. None of his material can be said
He
on
said it.
national
He's like, my
television.
material wasn't made for this.
Yeah. It's literally was like, it's kind of awkward.
He's like,
Yeah.
my niece has Down
yeah.
syndrome. Sorry, I thought that'd be funnier. Like, what?
That's kind of part of his gimmick too, though,
Yeah,
is he's just, kind of self-deprecating and whatever. But I love the going to church in the Bahamas.
That's my favorite.
That was great.
Jesus pond on the cross, man.
For the HR one. All right, so I can save that. I can stack that yes and use it. It rolls over to the next year.
Yeah.
Jess and I have been watching for the last couple years, man. If you only watching Weekend Update alone, Michael Che and Colin Jost are just
Those guys are funny. Yeah,
so
they are good.
And there is please do not delete guys, the writers. Those three guys are funny as hell. It's a great cast.
Yeah, a lot of people give it shit, but that's just because they don't know the new guys.
What's that?
I said a lot of people give it shit, but it's because they don't know the new guys. You know what I mean?
I don't give it shit. I just haven't watched regularly in many years.
When it gets too political, like I can it kind of gets wears on me.
But, I got real tired of Baldwin as Trump.
Yeah.
That gig wore on me real quick. Like I get it, it's funny, but Jesus Christ, can we make something fun of something else?
The guy on the cast now that does Trump does it way better.
Yeah,
way better.
I still think Jim Carrey as Biden is one of the
Did you see the skit about the Trump shoes?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Like Mike,
they make you good at basketball? No, they just make everybody believe you're good at basketball. Nope, I made it. Everybody thinks so. I'm the greatest.
If I see any of my friends wearing them shoes, I'm going to take a picture and then I'm going to talk shit.
$400.
Hey, I've bought stupider things.
Hold on. I'm going to check right now if they're on StockX.
Trump shoes.
Did he had the Bidens on?
Oh yeah, and he just falls over.
Tripped.
That was great.
Oh,
God damn. This
okay, I gotta ask you. You think Roddy Strong's taking the international title?
Yes.
I think OC needs a break.
I don't want Roddy Strong to. Not that I don't want OC to have a break, but I don't fucking like Roddy Strong that much. I don't feel like, you know what I mean? I'm not against him. I'm not. I don't know.
I think that new faction gets a push, and I think putting that title in there, OC's had it, man. He's had it's
forever
great run. He's brought great prestige to that title, and it's I definitely think Roddy's gonna do it.
Yeah, I think like I said, my issue is just I don't know, man. Roddy Strong, I've seen a lot of them on NXT. I'm not against him. He's not like I don't feel like I feel about Adam Cole towards him. I don't know. I'm not super interested.
So basically, you're saying that you're a big fat piece of shit. That's what you're saying.
Listen, his neck is weak.
I don't know, man. That fucking. I saw a video today, or his interview with Chris Van Vliet, where he was talking about where that Action Andretti did that. I don't know what move it was, but he basically landed on his neck again.
Oh yeah.
Cringy as shit. You know what I mean? Whew. Pretty strong neck. He's all about neck health, you know.
Neck strong, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You watch your.
That's Marina's husband.
I'd say Marina will smack the shit out of you.
I was just promoting Men's Health Unscripted. That's all that was. Go follow Men's Health Unscripted.
Yeah, shout out to our boys. I'd like to have those guys back on again, man.
Yeah, we keep saying that. We need to actually set the date. One of us needs to reach the fuck out. But we're
Dude, I
already
know.
booked for all of March. We have nothing left in March. I was trying to think about, sending a person a message. And I'm like, wait a minute. We have nothing left in March because we just booked Bonsai for our last date, which is going to be a neat show. I'm excited for that. I know you guys probably don't know exactly too much about those guys, but they are opening up for Muck Sticky. They're traveling with Muck Sticky. So on May 3rd, I will be performing with them. And they're wrestling fans as well. So it'll be a fun show.
You're performing with Muck Sticky?
I don't know.
Yeah, Muck Sticky on May 3rd.
Where's that at?
Covington, I'm pretty sure.
I definitely want tickets.
Yeah, they're only $15.
I'm
gonna be trying to sell the fuck out of them at the 420 show. So
okay. Justin, I want to.
Yeah, Muck Sticky's gonna be next level fun.
It's a Friday night. Friday night,
baby.
I'm here to talk to Richard Flair about some horsemen.
You know, it's really cool though. Well, I think because Mike, you sign up for the All Elite crate, right?
I'm on a crate break.
Are you on a crate break? Well, I didn't know if you got it because you paid for that one 3 months ago.
Is a very tight budget.
I feel you. Dude, this next week, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean by this. We got to have money for our Airbnb. We got to have money for this, money for that. We got to have money for the 8x10s. I'm a little strapped myself, but the week after that pay period, I should be fine to only have to put gas in my car and get to Indianapolis.
Yeah,
you know
when it's all said and done, all we got to do is show up and be dads.
Yeah, I think it's a large investment. Like I said, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers ASAP, but if we get 200 from this weekend, I'll consider it a major success. If we get 20, it's good enough. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can get a whole bunch. Hopefully,
and even if we don't get subscribers, I feel like we're going to get some good, as the kids say, content out of this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be giving away all these shirts.
I have
little
doubt that we're going to make fans.
Yeah.
Can we talk to Ed about making sure that we have a set of outlets behind us? That way we can, keep the phones charged and whatnot. Because I feel like we're going to be using those quite a bit. Even
if we don't, have one directly near us, I'm already going to be coming prepared with battery packs and everything.
Extension cords.
Yeah, we're going to come on, dude. We're
going to be dads. We're going to be prepared.
I'm going to have a fishing pole for some reason.
I'll bring a tool belt. I'll bring a tool.
Bring a tool belt. I'll bring a lawnmower. You bring a grill.
I'll bring a work shirt and we'll look.
I'll just have a set of grill tongs for no reason at all.
Oh, yeah. Kiss the chef
them every once in a while. Yeah.
I'm going to be real. Like I said, I'm going to shoot my shot with everyone, but I'm going to go up to, for example, if I run into Sting at any point, I'll be like, hey, man, if you can't come on the show, I get it. But, maybe, during one of your panels later, you're like, hey, subscribe to that dWo podcast that's here. They're just guys trying to make it. I'm going to shoot every shot I can. We're going to
we need one phrase just to have anybody say, hey, I'm DW, or just even say, hey, I'm dWo for life.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. That's perfect. If we could get video of as many wrestlers as possible, but any of them to say, hey, I'm so-and-so and I'm dWo for life. And then we could have that as like a mid-show commercial. We could start doing commercials.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can put it into the intro somehow. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff cooking, man. It's going to be awesome.
Have we touched on every match for the pay-per-view?
We need to if we don't.
There's 2-3 we haven't touched on. FTR, Mox, and Claudio. I'm going to say FTR.
Yeah. I feel like,
just because I love FTR more than life, so.
I feel like they're going to try to stretch it out into another trilogy kind of deal.
I feel like they've already kind of been doing that leading up to it, though. That's right, baby.
It's cooler than that one.
I love that shirt.
Hey, and
Yeah,
if you
I
love
don't know.
that shirt, come win it at Squared Circle Expo.
That's right.
Learn your FTR trivia. Hint,
Eddie
one of the
Kingston
questions.
and
Oh God, Eddie and fucking
American
Danielson.
Brian Dragon Danielson.
American Brian
Oh.
Daniel Dragonson.
American Brian.
American Brian Daniel Dragonson is my new favorite name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's better than the AJ Vest. I don't know, man. It's up there with the AJ Vest name.
Yeah.
Bro, speaking
Grady
of
G. Jungle
AJ's, this shit. Have you guys been watching TNA? Like, oh, dude, Joe Hendry and AJ Francis are some of the most.
I love Joe Hendry so much.
Oh my God, he's so good. He's so good. I want to do a shirt video with Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
That's exactly what I would want to do for my shirt video. Just let me do my video with him out of the frame, and then at the end, I start singing that, and then he comes in and claps. That would be perfect. You ain't got.
No, you just gotta say, and today's shirt is a Joe Hendry shirt, and then that starts playing, and then he comes out of nowhere. Like, hey.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
And his songs he comes up with. Do you ever see his one he did on McIntyre, like back on the Indies?
Oh yeah.
My
favorite is Edge's bitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
For me, you will always be Edge's bitch.
Did you ever see his one he did on Scotty Too Hottie?
No, actually.
You were never quite as over as Rikishi's ass. I'll have to send you that one.
Bro,
That
the
one
one
was
he
great.
did for Francis, if you haven't seen it, go out of your way to look it up. He took the old AJ Styles theme, the I am, and made it you are, banned from diving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it.
I saw that video.
So fucking dumb.
Just the dummy just falling over the ropes repeatedly.
It's so good.
Dude's
It's
genius.
so good.
Absolute
He
genius.
is, dude. Like, I feel like if someone was behind him in a WWE, he could be great. He would never necessarily make it to the top, but imagine like him versus Miz and him making music videos for about the Miz. There's so many people that he just put him in a program. 6 weeks with this guy, 6 weeks with that guy, whatever. Sold. Hendry all day.
Yeah, the song for Scotty Too Hottie is Shite People's Elbow. A shite people's elbow.
You talking about the worm? I'm about to look that one up.
Did you hear Paul Walter Hauser's about to win a Slammy?
Dude. I don't know. Do you think? See, that's where I'm. Would Paul Walter Hauser lose his Emmy? Would you think he would do that?
Yes.
Yes, for wrestling.
Bro,
I think
weird is that
Paul
with
Walter
Walmart?
Hauser is all in on wrestling, dude. I think he wants to do it all. And
bro,
I'm here for it.
He's got a little lightning
I'm
in
so
a
here
bottle,
for it.
man. And as I'm sure he's probably, I get the sense he's a lifelong fan. He's in the same brethren as us. And I mean, if you were in that position, you're like, yes, please, let's do that. Let's do anything, like whatever adds more heat to it. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, fuck, I'm nobody, and I'm like, put me through a table if it's worth it.
Yeah.
I love so much that it's happening at Revolver. It puts so many eyes on Revolver. It's going to be so good for it. An Emmy versus a Slammy in a company that has nothing to do with either.
Yes. That's awesome.
Either.
Whatever strings happen to be pulled to make that happen. Fuck yeah, string puller. Fuck yes.
Yeah. I'm here for it, man.
Sammy Callahan's Black Magic.
That's right. Well, you did we go over everything? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, the All-Star Scramble, but I don't know. Brian Keith for president. There we go.
There you go. Bounty Hunter to win it all.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter or bust, baby.
It'll probably be Wardlow, but you know.
It's gonna be Wardlow. Yeah.
But I'd like it to be Brian Keith.
In today's episode of Wrestlers Mishandled in AEW.
Well, his momentum got a real they took a pair of scissors to his Achilles and were just like, nope.
Pet Cemetery his ass. Oh,
You
wait,
know-
that was a scalpel. Never mind.
You know what's even the more bullshit about that whole situation? And I know this is super trivial, and it's probably only me and Taz and Bully Ray that give a fuck about this. But Adam Cole's never been seen wearing the devil mask. Not one time. He didn't pull it off for nobody. He didn't put it on for nobody.
He pulled it out of his jacket.
That doesn't count. That doesn't fucking count. He's
You're right.
never. He's not the devil.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He's not the devil. I feel like we're still getting fucking swerved. He's not the devil.
Whose house?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just drives me
I guess
crazy.
we'll see.
It's little shit like that. Like, you know what pisses me off still to this day? What was in that fucking envelope that fucking Vince McMahon swore that he was going to show everyone if he didn't wrestle The Undertaker, if Shane didn't wrestle The Undertaker? What was in the envelope?
I
What
want
was
to know what Beck Reeves has in the evidence bag against MCE. I mean,
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What?
what's
in
in
the
the bag,
box?
Beck Reeves? What's in the bag?
You know, it's funny. I just made a reference to a movie I've never seen.
You never seen Seven?
Huh?
You never seen Seven?
No.
It's pretty weird.
Did you watch
I
Pulp
heard it's
Fiction
good.
yet?
No, I've not watched that either. But I am still watching Sopranos. We need to
I'm
discuss
proud of you.
more on that. Yeah, I'm liking Sopranos.
We need a Sopranos
Sopranos is good.
episode.
Bro, we need a Sopranos thumbnail on the next Dad WrestleTalk.
I'm down. For sure.
Yeah, because you got Tony and Paulie and Silvio.
I feel like we
Silvio, Paulie, Tony.
I feel like we definitely got to put the this one no fucking ZD.
No fucking ZD?
What's a
No
gabagool?
Hell yeah.
Did you watch the Will Sasso one? Now that you've seen Sopranos, now you got to watch the Will Sasso spoof.
I've not seen it.
They did a Mad TV spoof, and it was like if Sopranos was on syndicated television, and it was
Edited
just
for
like
TV.
the whole 10 seasons or whatever was down to like 5 minutes of one episode. So just constantly
Cut.
cut. Where'd the gabagool? Well, you boys got anything before we get out of here?
My favorite word to say in Italian sound is Vespucci. I don't have any idea what it means, but I like to say it.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Wow.
Vespucci.
Vespucci.
It's nice.
I don't think I have a favorite word to say in Italian.
So
I think one of my favorite words to say just in general is just butthole.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
it's fucking visceral.
It's a good one.
I know one of your favorite words to say.
I tell you what.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
I'm surprised you didn't say it today. I already said to be
I was
fair.
ready.
To be fair.
Speaking of which, Cephas, did you see the King of the Hill thing I sent you on Instagram today? I'm calling you out right now. You didn't respond to it.
I
Left
didn't
me
see
on
it.
red. You left him on red?
I don't even know if I read it.
How dare you?
Well, to
There
be
was
fair,
one.
I have 4 social medias, and let me just look at that. Look at all those unread messages. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Who should be at the top of the list?
Now you know
No
what
matter
Kanye
what.
feels like.
Goes to 21-24.
Oh, darn. I only got a 20. I'll just run out to the card.
20's close enough. We don't care about a buck here or there. People before pennies ours, see?
Well, thank you, friend. You're good people.
We don't care about a buck here or there. Now I know why they call you Pa. Because your Pa pathetic. And I know why they call you Ma. Because you're always riding my ass.
Oh, riding my hands.
What a perfect thing to end on.
I know why they call you Ma. You always riding my hands.
My ass.
Boys, I love you guys, man. I'm
Love
glad.
you too, buddy.
I almost had to tap out today because I had a headache before the show, but I took me a nap and
glad it
drank some
went away.
caffeine. It's gone,
Glad you
bitch.
didn't, man.
I'm gonna go play me some Final
Same.
Fantasy till I pass out.
He said,
Oh,
"Our
yeah.
world's always better when you're in it, man."
That's right.
Ditto. Oh,
Well,
ditto.
as always, we've been the DWO podcast. I'm Big Rig Eric Manfey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is wrestling t-shirt guy Cephas. Check us out on all the socials at DWO_podcast, Facebook at the DWO podcast, TikTok at DWO_pod. Get that dad merch at Pro Wrestling Tees and T Public. Come see us at Squared Circle Expo, man. It's gonna be awesome. Cannot wait. And if you're not there, come see us in Dayton the night before on Thursday at Grit Your Teeth.
And if you're not there, come see us in Philadelphia the weekend after at Revolver.
Figure it out. Until next time, Top Dads out.
Dad, World Order.